What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and I've got a quick one here for you today. 2 images, one piece, and a lot of other weird things laying around on here. You can grab this picture yourself and get it, these two. Um, what I've done here, here's the raw image. Basically, I've just taken them and put them into Photoshop. Both of these here, this is raw, directly from 'em. Now, check this piece out over here. It looks like it's got a hole through this pretty rectangular piece. It looks like it's buried in a little bit. And when you pull some of it out, you can't tell. It looks to be a hole. Now, there could be a rock in front of it that's causing the illusion. This is in the 1158, which is not the only thing in the actual database, the planetary database system, which is like the really high resolution images. They don't have that. They only have the thumbnail of these two. So I couldn't get the bigger version, but it sits in just a whole bunch of stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool. And I figured I'd show it to you guys. It's got a lot of what looks like just Uncle Jake's junkyard around here. This is all JPEG artifacts compared to what I've done here. Just put a little blur on it so it's hard to see, easier to see. Check out some of these pieces down here. Here's where you get these from. Here's one. And then here's the other. So the piece is right over here, and it's over here on this one. And what happens is the Rover likes to make panoramas, and there's also some interesting stuff down in here as well. So we'll show you a couple of those things while we've got it up. Well, just in general, strange looking, shapes that look like old metal slag and stuff like that. There's a circle piece right here that looks like it's got some pieces coming up and off of it. Just looks very unnatural. This piece right here, when I take out some of the JPEG artifacts by blurring it a little bit, you can see it's got a piece, coming off the side of a circular piece there. But every time I look at that, this could be something sitting out in front of it because there's a couple rocks right there, but it looks like it's gone through. Let's check out the other one again. See? And from the whole different angle, you think you'd have, um, and it's this piece thing, or whatever the hell this is, because my language right here is pretty crazy too. It almost looks like a picture of a bust or a picture, an actual bust of something, face. Pretty white, pretty cool looking. And this one's got the JPEG artifacts all inside of it as well. And then you've got these S's, like these S curves and a lot of stuff. So we were wondering, what in the world happened up on this piece? Here's where it was a cool thing. Check this out. It's got these strange looking pieces coming down off of it. And when you blur it, I lose a lot of the resolution that it's not really there. These are saved at 70%. I wish I had this one at the full quality, but I will once it finally comes back out when they dump the next release. They're 6 months behind. They give the NASA scientists who created the rover 6 months ahead of the public. You get the 70%, browse image, which are these right here. And then 6 months after they're back, they give you the full resolution, which a lot of this, when you get the full resolution, all these JPEG artifacts are gone. And that's something I didn't learn until probably last year. So a lot of my earlier videos, I ranted and raved about the 70%, but I guess the 6 month is a standard thing. European Space Agency does the same thing as well. So it's pretty much for all the space agencies, they do the same thing. But check that one out here. This is just too cool. Whatever the heck that thing is right there. And then right here, like I said, it looks like it's got a circle piece down here, and it looks to be see-through, and it looks, this could very well be an optical illusion. Even if it was, you still got a very rectangular piece on here sitting next to a bunch of stuff that looks like old Uncle Jake's junkyard. We got the S's, we've got what looks like worked pieces of stone, and what looks to be destroyed. Everything here looks destroyed, like the typical Mars stuff we see. Something, blasted this planet. Check this piece out down here. Like I said, it's very blurry. Even you take out the fuzz when you do Yeah, you see how it just kind of goes away there, but you can see even when it's raw that something, it looks like it's a piece too there. Let me pull it out one more time in the other. Take it back down to the raw image. Let's put them right here in the middle. So we could be looking at an optical illusion, or we're looking at a rock that has almost a pretty spectacular circle looking thing pushed through it. You can see the daylight from behind it. Now, even if that's not just these pieces over here, pretty cool. This thing right here is worth taking a second look at. Download the video or download the images. I'll leave the links as always directly under here. And come over to the website and let me know what you guys think. All right, guys. Much love. What's up in the sky 37? I've got some moon stuff I got to get to. All sorts of stuff. I just run across this the other day. Somebody has probably found this already, or either or. But this kind of, like I said, this out of all of them, and this piece right here just looked to be off in the distance, and just especially when you pull back like this, it seems to have that. And then over here in this crater, what in the world is going on there? That almost looks like the manifold of an engine. If you ever seen, just a regular old 350 engine, you've got your headers that come off of it. It comes off of the head. Who knows? Who knows what kind of tech they had? But this looks like a platform that would have held some sort of building at one time. Just a simple hill in the background. You've got the mountain. So, all right, guys, much love to you. What's up in the sky 37? Come check out the website. We've had all sorts of good people signing up at the website. Thank you guys for sharing it. You guys all rock. What's up in the sky? Peace.